You're listening to Moment of Truth, a weekly challenge from the front lines of faith, as heard on Courageous Christianity with Richard Mendelow, a radio show and podcast about real faith for the real world.
Today, our Moment of Truth comes from Matthew chapter 7, verse 6, which says, "Do not give to dogs what is holy. Do not throw your pearls before swine, or they will trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces." This world does not want you to find your way to God, to His truth, to His peace, or to the plans He has for your life. This world does not want the light of Christ to shine on its bad behavior. This world wants you to struggle on the plantation of servitude, head down, enslaved by anger, sin, and lies. And if you don't believe me, look around and ask yourself, what does this world reward? Does it reward those who walk in the truth of God? Does it reward righteousness? Does it reward humility or self-sacrifice or brotherly love? Does it reward peacefulness, gentleness, or self-control? Does it reward those who refuse the shackles of the devil's lies by speaking and living the truth of God? The answer is no. As Christian warriors, as we strive to draw closer to God, to be effective witnesses to His kindness and glory, and to serve Him as we love those around us, the enemy will come against us. You may have heard the saying, if the devil's not bothering you, then you're not bothering the devil. Well, as Christians, our lives should bother the devil. And because of that, his minions will come against us. In Afghanistan, as we left our combat outposts to do various missions, the enemy would often attempt to disrupt us. With IEDs or small arms fire from a distance, they would act not with a desire for a decisive engagement, but purely to disrupt whatever it is that we were going to do, and to wear us down. And to me, this world is very similar. If we're not careful, I think each of us can be distracted from our missions as Christians as the world tries to wear us down. As warriors, we can't allow it. Our missions are too important. We have to be intentional. Each day, we have to make a choice. It's black or white. We either serve God or we serve the devil. In James chapter 1, verse 20, the Bible says, "Human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires." For us to get angry at this world, for us to think about the damage we would like to do, or for us to bring that into our homes, our cars, and our work, is to give to dogs what is holy. We can't allow the emotional part of our brains to rule over us. Men are the problem. And I don't mean men as in the gender men, I mean humanity. Men thinking they know what's best has created every problem since day one. The only reasonable choice, and the only choice in which there is true peace, is to seek God in every tiny little choice we make each day, and to distance ourselves more and more from the failed ways of men. God promises that those who believe in Him will not be put to shame. He promises that He has plans to prosper us and not to harm us, and He promises that vengeance will be His. And God can be trusted. As believers, by definition, we believe that God's promises are real. If you think about it, they must be. Everything about this planet tends toward physical and cultural destruction. Despite entropy, the unsleeping tendency of everything in the physical world toward chaos, we're still here. Despite anarchy, man's natural and unrelenting propensity to throw off all constraints, we're still here. God's promises are real, and He will have His way. The question before each of us, each day, is will we trust Him? Will we place His ways above our own failed ways? Will we put our emotions away? Will we take our thoughts captive? And will we make them obedient to Christ? And lastly, will we serve Him with our lives? My conclusion is this: don't worry about what men are doing. Learn what God values. Put your hopes in God's promises and walk that out faithfully one day at a time. It's the process of faith. In truth, the only behavior we control is our own, and God can be trusted to determine the best outcomes for us. Believing that is courageous Christianity.
This has been your Moment of Truth. To hear the full conversation, visit CourageousChristianity.today/listen or search Courageous Christianity with Richard Mendelow wherever you get your podcasts.